I have spent more than 40 years listening to the human heart, not just through a stethoscope, but in those quiet moments when a patient looks at me and asks, "Doctor, why did this happen to me? I eat healthy. I walk every morning. Yet my arteries are still blocked." I will never forget Robert, 76 years old, a retired math teacher. Every morning he ate oatmeal. No sugar, no butter, no red meat. He truly believed he was living the right way. But one morning, while trimming his rose bushes, he suddenly felt a sharp tightness in his chest. When we looked at his scans, the results stunned everyone. His arteries were almost completely blocked. For years, I thought the cause was age or genetics. But the more people like Robert I met, the clearer it became. Eating right does not always mean your arteries are protected. That realization deepened when I began working with a research team in Japan. They tested 83 different foods, seeds, fruits, spices, vegetables, and added each one to a bowl of warm oatmeal. The results silenced everyone in the lab. Only 6 of them actually opened the arteries and made blood flow again, like a river being cleared after a storm. The moment I saw that blood flow change from sluggish to glowing bright on the screen, I realized something profound. The human body never truly weakens. It is simply waiting for the right signal to awaken. And today, I want to share that signal with you. Because after the age of 70, your heart does not need more medicine. It needs a reminder that says, you are still alive. Keep beating strong. Let me start with something most people get wrong. The very breakfast they believe is healthy might be quietly making their arteries weaker day by day. Stay with me, because what you are about to hear could completely change how you start your mornings, and perhaps how long and how well you live. Many people believe that eating less fat and less sugar automatically means a healthy heart. But after 4 decades of treating patients, I discovered the opposite. The most careful eaters often have the stiffest arteries. Linda, 72 years old, always carried a pack of instant oatmeal. No butter, no milk, no sugar. Yet when she had her ultrasound scan, her arteries were already more than halfway narrowed. She looked at me with tears in her eyes and said, "Doctor, I did everything right." I took her hand and replied, "It is not that your body has become weak. It has simply forgotten how to heal itself. Aging does not kill, the heart silence does." When we eat without truly nourishing, the body slowly forgets how to move blood, how to create energy, how to open up to life. Have you noticed? Your feet feel colder, your knees heavier, sometimes your heart races after just a few steps. That is not age, that is your inner river slowing down. The good news is, it can wake up again. With just one small change in your breakfast done correctly at the right time, your arteries can reopen and your circulation can return to what it once was. And in the next part, I will explain exactly what is happening inside your body and why even a single bowl of oatmeal can become medicine for your heart if you know this one secret. When you are young, your arteries are like a clear river, smooth, flexible, and self-cleaning. But after 60, that river begins to dry up. Not because of time, but because of a vital molecule called nitric oxide, the key that keeps your arteries wide and your blood flowing freely. Your body naturally produces nitric oxide every time you eat, take a deep breath, or move. But according to a 2024 study from Harvard Medical School, after age 60, your body's ability to produce it drops by up to 75%. Without it, your arteries lose flexibility, blood slows down, inflammation sticks to the arterial walls, and that is when plaque begins to form. Think of your arteries like a river. If the current is weak, mud and debris settle. If it flows strong, everything stays clean. Nitric oxide is that current. Without it, your heart must work twice as hard to push blood through, and even a small blockage can become dangerous. Sadly, many people think plain oatmeal is enough. But new research from the University of Tokyo, 2023, revealed that oatmeal only works when combined with specific foods that activate nitric oxide. When you eat oatmeal alone, your body lacks the enzymes needed to turn it into energy for your artery cells. That is why the Japanese researchers tested 83 foods and found 6 that could reawaken circulation, expanding vessels, reducing inflammation, and melting plaque in just a few weeks. What impressed me most was this. When blood started flowing freely again, blood pressure dropped, memory improved, sleep deepened, and the patient's faces regained color and life. The human body always knows how to repair itself. It just needs the right signal. And that signal could come from one small spoonful in your breakfast bowl this morning. Now let me share with you the first of those 6 foods, a small seed with power greater than any pill. Something most people already have in their kitchen, but almost no one uses the right way. The very first ingredient I want you to add to your morning oatmeal is flaxseed. Tiny and simple, yet when used correctly, it can transform your entire circulatory system. Most people think flaxseed is just a diet seed, but for the heart, it is a natural healer. In over 6,000 published studies, flaxseed has been shown to lower blood pressure, improve arterial elasticity, and clear plaque buildup within weeks. A study from the University of Toronto followed adults over 60 who added just 2 tablespoons of freshly ground flaxseed to their daily breakfast. Their systolic blood pressure dropped by an average of 15 points, which is roughly equal to the effect of prescription blood pressure medication, but without any side effects. The secret lies in omega-3 fatty acids and lignans-2 compounds that help your arteries remember how to relax. But here is the crucial part: you must grind the flaxseed fresh right before eating. If you eat it whole, it passes through your system untouched like sand through your fingers. Use a small coffee grinder or mortar to crush 1 to 2 tablespoons, then sprinkle it onto your warm oatmeal once it cools to around 140 degrees Fahrenheit or about 60 degrees Celsius. That gentle heat unlocks the nutrients without damaging the delicate omega-3 seconds. When flaxseed meets oatmeal, something remarkable happens. The soluble fiber in oatmeal combines with the lignans in flaxseed to form a soft gel inside your intestines. That gel acts like a natural broom, sweeping away bad cholesterol before it sticks to your arteries. I have seen dozens of patients make this small change. No medication, no surgery, and within 8 weeks, their arteries widened again, their blood pressure stabilized, and their memory became sharper. Linda, the woman I told you about earlier, came back 2 months later. She smiled and said, "Doctor, for the first time in years, my feet are no longer cold." And that was when I truly understood it is not medicine that saves the heart, it is the right habits practiced patiently and faithfully every day. This secret is only the beginning, because after flaxseed there are still 5 more keys, each one a small yet powerful step that can help you restore circulation to how it was when you were 40. And in the next part, I will share the second one, a golden spice that the Japanese and the Indians have used for hundreds of years to cleanse the blood, reduce inflammation, and keep the heart strong all the way into their 90s. I know many of you may think, how could just a few spoonfuls of flaxseed make any difference? But it is exactly these small things, repeated every single morning, that truly save the heart. Start simple. In the morning, cook your usual bowl of oatmeal. When you turn off the heat and let it cool for about 2 minutes, add 1 tablespoon of freshly ground flaxseed and stir gently. No need for fancy tools or complicated steps, just remember, grind it fresh and never add it while the oatmeal is too hot. After 1 week, increase it to 2 tablespoons. You will begin to feel the difference. Your breathing becomes deeper, your heartbeat steadier, your sleep calmer. That is the sign that your blood flow is waking up. I often tell my patients, you cannot change your whole life in one day, but you can change the way your heart beats this morning. If you want to take it one step further, add a small pinch of turmeric and a few grains of black pepper. This combination can make your blood circulation up to twice as strong. Or add a teaspoon of raw honey and a handful of fresh pomegranate seeds. That natural sweetness warms your body and keeps your arteries soft and flexible throughout the morning. For those who are older, do not be afraid of change. Your body still has the power to recover. It only needs to be treated gently and patiently. If you keep this habit for 6 to 8 weeks, according to a 2024 study by the Mayo Clinic, inflammation in your arteries can decrease by more than 40%, while blood pressure, memory, and sleep all improve noticeably. And if you add 5 minutes of deep breathing after breakfast, the effect becomes even stronger. Just 5 minutes. Close your eyes, inhale slowly through your nose, and exhale gently through your mouth. Each breath is a message to your body: I am alive and I am healing. I once had a patient, Robert, who practiced this every day. 6 months later, he returned with brighter eyes and a stronger voice. He smiled and said, "Doctor, I no longer hear my heart racing when I climb the stairs. I feel peaceful." That was the moment I understood true health does not live inside a pill. It lives inside the moment you choose to slow down and take care of yourself. In the next part, I want to share with you the philosophy that changed the way I practice medicine. A simple truth we often forget: calmness is also medicine. After more than half a lifetime treating the human heart, I have realized the heart does not only need blood, it needs peace. Every pill, every diet, every exercise routine, they only truly work when the mind is calm. Once I asked an 84-year-old man in Okinawa, a place where people live longer than anywhere else in the world, "What is your secret? Is it the fish, the exercise, or the medicine?" He smiled, gently pointed to his chest, and said, "I never let my heart rush." That sentence has stayed with me for years. Research from the Okinawa Institute of Longevity 2023 shows that people who maintain a calm state of mind each day have 28% better cardiovascular function and nearly half the risk of stroke. Not because of what they eat, but because of how slowly they live. When you are calm, your body produces more nitric oxide naturally. Your arteries expand, your blood pressure drops, and your heartbeat becomes steady again. Just a few quiet minutes each morning give your heart a natural medicine no laboratory can ever create. I still remember one evening after seeing my last patient. I walked down the hospital hallway, and the sunset streamed through the windows, shining onto a poster I once wrote myself. "Calmness is medicine," and it truly is. When you live slower, eat slower, and breathe slower, your heart begins to beat differently. It no longer races against time, it walks beside you. If you ever feel tired, do not only think of medication. Sit down, look out the window, take a deep breath, and tell yourself, "I still have time. My heart is still learning how to live." Because sometimes healing does not begin with a meal, it begins with the moment you smile at yourself again. In the final part, I will help you close this journey to understand that the real miracle does not lie in flaxseed, turmeric, or oatmeal. It lies in the person who chooses to believe that the heart can still grow young again. If you have watched until now, take a moment for yourself. Sit still, place your hand on your chest, and feel that rhythm, the same rhythm that has stayed faithful to you all these years, even when you forgot to care for it. The heart never gives up. It only waits for you to return. Just one bowl of oatmeal every morning, a few small seeds, a pinch of golden turmeric, and a few minutes of deep breathing, that is all it takes to send your heart a message: I am still here. And I choose to live strong, healthy, and calm. I have seen hundreds of people transform through small steps like this. Robert, once hospitalized for arterial blockage, now walks every morning with his wife. Linda, who once feared her heart, could stop at any moment, now loves cooking oatmeal for her neighbors. And you could be the next one. Modern science has proven that arteries can regenerate, cells can recover, and age is not a limit. But what truly decides that is not a pill or a machine, it is your choice every morning. So, let breakfast become a ritual of life. A warm bowl of oatmeal, a couple of spoonfuls of fresh flaxseed, a touch of golden turmeric, a few bright pomegranate seeds, and a few quiet minutes to thank your heart for its patience with every beat. I am Dr. Samuel Grant, and if today you learned something that gave you even a bit of hope, share this video with someone you love. Because sometimes, one small habit can save a life. Age does not take away strength, it simply gives us the chance to understand what truly keeps us alive. Do not forget to subscribe to Senior Keys, where we unlock the secrets to living longer, stronger, and calmer, one heartbeat at a time.